Alright, we're getting a little bluesy here. I'm Wayne Campbell. As always, with me is Garth. Party on, Garth. Party on, Wayne. Alright, okay. This may be May 17th or it may be May 24th, but whatever day it is, today we're going to do something that, well, we do all the time on Wayne's World. Well, not all the time. Sometimes we do other types of reviews, don't we? Yeah, we do all sorts of stuff. But today we're going to be reviewing movies, and I'm going to have to turn Katie down here for a moment. That's right, I feel so low. That's not very appropriate to start a show off with, huh? Well, it could be. Depends on how the show goes. That's true, my friend. Alright, we're going to start in appearance of year. I got all these from my attic. Wow, I have some odd stuff up there. Mostly those old Looney Tunes and stuff on tapes. And we're not talking like with a cover like Disney movies, though I have those too. What's your favorite Disney movie, Garth? I like Robin Hood a lot. I always liked the Lady Fox. Oh, that's right. She was a foxy lady. And we have music here to match. Alright, anyway, we're talking old Betty Boop cartoons and Tubby the Tuba and all sorts of strange stuff. Oh, and then Tommy the Tugboat. There are a lot of T's in my childhood. Anyway, well, we got these from the attic and ordered them from the library because, I'm sorry, I'm having some trouble today controlling the volume of my voice. Alright, so we got these from the library because now, these old movies from the 80s and stuff, they're on DVD. So, it's a much better copy. Now, to be honest, I haven't seen all 5 of these in quite some time. So this isn't first impression, this isn't second impression, or even the impression I got watching it these days. This is from memory, alright? We're going to try and put our noggins to the test. Uh-oh. You said it. Alright. What song is this? It sounds familiar. Yeah, it sounds like it would be in one of your old Betty Boop cartoons, huh? That's right. Well, it's listening, but some of these old ones, boy, on this channel. This is 88.3, and the reception is coming in quite clear, which is odd. My Daddy Rocks Me, number 2. By Trixie Smith. Alright, that's pretty cool. Come on, sometimes older songs are like the best. Okay, so we're starting off in 1987. Excellent. We're starting off with a little movie called Inner Space. That's right, not Outer Space. Yeah, that confused me. Me too. This is called Inner Space, and it's directed by Steven Spielberg, one of my favorites. And, it's not too long, not too short. Alright, well, I felt it was a little too short, but that's just because I like Martin Short so much. That's right, it's a pun. Okay, so I can read the back to you guys. Jack Putter feels funny today. Nothing new to his 25-hour-day hypochondriac. What's new is that Jack hears something. I'm possessed, he cries. You want to do it, Garth? Not really, Wayne. Alright, anyway. And you're about to be possessed by laughter. Okay, well, they really oversell this one here. To me... Oh, we're going to have a song change? Are we? Wow, that's a way to start a song. Very wailing. There you go. Alright. I'm a woman. Alright, that's an interesting song choice. Yeah, but I didn't choose it. The radio chose it. Alright, so anyway. So Inner Space, like I say, it's rather short, and so is the main character here. No offense, Marty. Anyway, I like the director Steven Spielberg because he's very, he knows where to put music. 2 things. He knows where to put music, and he brings a heart to everything he does, you know? Not just war epics and stuff, which he's known for, but he can make you feel something when you have, like, totally lame-o, old-timey, you know, special effects going on and stuff like that. That's true. I noticed that. And I noticed the wires. But I still cared an awful lot. That's right, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, there's some, you know, some lame-o special effects in here, but really it's about a little guy, a major who shrinks down and is injected into this guy, and I won't tell you where, but let's just say if he was at the doctor, he'd have to drop his pants. Alright? And someone wants this little device that he has that made him shrink, and only he has it in his pod. So this guy, this putter guy's walking around, that's Martin Short, is walking around with this little tiny pod floating inside of him, and he can hear the, you know, person talking to him through the whole movie. And it gets a little gross towards the end, and it's not what you're thinking. Yeah, but it's not what you think. He sneezes, that's all. He just sneezes because he's allergic to hairspray. So's your dog, right? Yeah. Alright, okay, so that's Inner Space. Now, in 1998, so we skipped quite a few years here, we have another movie that I found through Martin Short, which is called Merlin. This one's totally different genre. Well, not exactly, because the other one's a bit fantasy, but it's more like space fantasy, you know, like sci-fi, I think they call that. This is outright history, fantasy, kind of unicorn time. There aren't any unicorns in it, but you know what I'm trying to say. Alright, so this one isn't centered around Martin Short at all. I just found it because of him. This one is about Merlin, of course. He's just like the fool, like Mab's fool. Flick or Frick or something? I think it's Frick, like the park. I think so too. Or is it Flick? Flick is... Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway. Alright, so this one, a few words from the back of the cover here. Imagine a world where dreams come true and magic is real. I don't know who directed this one. I'm not sure. Oh, but James Earl Jones is the voice of the Mountain King, and that is my favorite part of the movie. If I just remembered that. I love the Mountain King. He's this big hunk of rock, right? It's just a mountain, and he has like a fist thing sitting somewhere in the grass, and he's sideways, and the mountain talks, and it's really cool. I mean, it sounds lame, but really, it's cool. In a long time past, in a time long past, dyslexia, on board. Alright, when magic was fading from the world of men, the malevolent sorceress Mab, okay, that's Miranda Richardson, which, she is a babe. She's a mega babe. That's right. She's the most magical babe in the magical kingdom, if there was a magical kingdom. Well, she is because they said magic's real. That's right. She makes it real, okay? It wasn't real until she was there. So anyway, it's about the wizard Merlin, played by Sam Neill, who I saw in the excellent movie Jurassic Park. Oh, that was an excellent movie. I have that one and the second one and the third one upstairs in the attic. On tape, though, so... We already reviewed Jurassic Park on another forum anyway. Boy, we're running out of time. Okay, well, long story short, if you know the story of Merlin at all, it gets into King Arthur and Holy Grail stuff and all like that. But it's kind of sad, because he gets old, and he loses his one true love, which is Isabella Rossellini, which, once again, very hard to choose who would be the queen of magic there. Yeah, that's true. But she was sent away to Avalon or something? Yeah, there's a song about that. But anyway, I feel kind of bad for Merlin, but there's a little bit of magic left for him in the end of the movie, and that's all I'm going to say. Alright. Boy, what song is this now? You want to check that out, Garth? Okay, now we're only moving 1 year ahead in 1999. This is right before the 2000s hit, and Fantasia 2000 hit. I love that movie as well, but we aren't reviewing cartoons right now, okay? This one is called Heat. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's not a smut film. It's just called Heat because it's about, firearms and these guys. So, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and Val Kilmer. Though Val Kilmer isn't in it much, he's really the third wheel. You know what I mean? That's what I felt. He was the third wheel of the movie. But anyway, it's basically about these two men. One is a cop, that's Al Pacino. Yeah, I know, right? Surprising. And then the other one, Robert De Niro, is the criminal. And to me, and to the directors, they said, it could have gone either way, They're like, well, Al Pacino could be the cop, or he could be the bad guy, and so could Robert De Niro, Yeah, they could trade places. Maybe they'll do that if they make a Heat 2, which is actually in progress right now. But don't get excited, everybody. It's not going to have Al Pacino and all that. They're not going to be all old and everything. It's going to be a prequel to Heat. So we can learn more about the characters. But anyway, I don't know if I'm right or wrong about this, but the dynamics were really special. Okay? Very special. And that's all I'm going to say about it, because it speaks for itself, really. It does sizzle, as it says on the back. Okay, now we're going to move to 2009. And that would be another sort of firearm and male macho power driven movie, but not really. It has subtleties in it, folks. All the housewives just turned off the radios. Okay, this one's called Public Enemies, and this will get the housewives back. The main character in it, Johnny Depp. Alright, okay? Have I got your attention now? You got my attention. What is this song? I don't know, but the last one was called Sit Back Down. Alright, that's weird, because we do our show sitting down without shoes, actually. Overshare. Not really. Okay. So this one's kind of old-timey sounding, and that would go quite well with our review of Public Enemies. Now, when this movie came out, I saw it. I was lucky enough to see it on a big screen, and I liked it so much, I dragged my parents back for a second viewing. And I can tell this particular show is going to go over way over 10 minutes. That's okay, Wayne. I mean, we have a lot to say about these movies. We have a strong opinion. That's right, we are men with strong opinions. So anyway, my strong opinion about this one, again, you have sort of the cop and the, wow, what's the other one? Robber. There you go. Thank you. I made a terrible child. Alright, we usually just played Indians. So, we have another duo like Heat, and Melvin Purvis, who was, dispatched by the dress wearer. That's right, he raided his grandmother's wardrobe often. That's right, Mr. I can't find any names on the back here. Why is that? Anyway, he's an FBI agent, and he's supposed to... I'm trying to read at the same time, that isn't helping me. Okay, you know what, I'm going to put that aside. He's an FBI agent, and he's played by Christian Bale. Batman, cool. That's right. But, he's a softer, well, I wouldn't say a softer character, but, he's definitely different. Let's just say that. He's different from John Dillinger. Very different. And, as a little history in the movies for y'all, there was another film called Public Enemy. Public Enemy, not Enemies. he had less enemies back then. Anyway, it was also inspired by sort of John Dillinger-like character and everything, but that was made in the 30s, and it starred James Cagney, so cool. I saw that as well. But anyway, Public Enemies, it says explosive, thrilling, and suspenseful. And I found the characters very consistent. That's what I'm going to say, very consistent. I liked it too. You know, it was a little violent for me at first, but it was realistic, so it was okay. I don't know what that means. Alright, let's go to our last movie in 2012 here, I think. I mean, that's what the box is, but sometimes they give different release dates, you know? Well, yeah, like when they put Disney movies onto DVD, then it, you know, changed over, and release date was different. That's true. Alright, well, we're pretty much all out of time here, or overtime, as usual. But I don't have much to say about this. This movie's called Anna Karenina, if you can pronounce that. And, I don't even believe her name is really Anna, because if you hear it in the old versions, she has like a longer name, and then for short, it's just Anna. And I'm not really sure what the Corinne, and some people call it Corinne. You know, Mrs. and Mr. Corinne, and it's Karenina. But is it because she's female, so it has to have the sound at the end? I don't know. Anyway, the whole thing's a bit confusing. It's what people would call a beautiful movie. I thought it sucked. Garth, it didn't suck. It was a total chick movie, you know? I mean, someone sweeping around in dresses, and another someone sweeping around in dresses? I mean, really, yeah. And nobody looks like that. Even the guy who plays, you know, the love interest in it, Vronsky, and I don't. Vronsky, nobody looks like that. Even the actor doesn't look like that. No one looks that good in blonde hair. And doesn't look, you know, that other way that some people go. He was really, dashing, I would say. Alright, this music doesn't go with the review of Anna Karenina at all, but, that's okay because I'm done, you know? It was made like a play, which is cool, but really, it was just an eye spectacle, you know? Just shiny, glittery stuff and pretty dresses and, I don't know, I mean, probably lots of hairspray and that's it. That wouldn't do it all for our putter fella. Alright, so anyway, those are our 5 movies. We tried to pick some eclectic things there and go through time a little bit from our time to yours. Yeah, alright, so until next time, this is Wayne and Garth. Party on, Garth. Party on, Wayne.